Hello everybody, thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Michael and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Today we're going to be jumping back into Python crash course. Going to be taking a look at Chapter 6, Try It Yourself Problem 6-3, Glossary. A Python dictionary can be used to model an actual dictionary. However, to avoid confusion, let's call it a glossary. Think of 5 programming words you've learned about in the previous chapters. Use these words as keywords in your glossary and store their meanings as values. Print each word and its meanings as neatly formatted output. You might print the word followed by a colon and then its meaning, or print the word on one line and then print its meaning indented on the second line. Use the new line character to insert a blank line between each word meaning pair in your output. Let's go ahead and create a variable called glossary, and let's set this equal to a Python dictionary with the curly braces syntax. Let's go ahead and open this up just to make it easy. Let's go ahead and set our first key to the word variable. We can set a definition or a value for this corresponding keyword of variable. That will be a named storage location in a program that can hold data and whose value can change during execution. We can create a new entry by putting a comma and moving on to the next keyword, which will be Python, a programming language. Next, let's do, how about a loop? And we'll use a value to define this as a block of code that repeats a number of times. For a simple definition, let's do another one. Let's do methods, which are actions performed on data, for a simple definition. Then let's do a function, which is a block of code that performs a single related action. These are 5 just very simple introductory programming terms and very basic definitions. We have encapsulated this data in a Python dictionary where each keyword is a word, which happens to be a programming concept, and the corresponding value to that keyword is the programming concept definition, which are in the form of strings. All right, now that we have our glossary or Python dictionary of key value pairs, which are programming concepts and their definitions, let's go ahead and print out each one of these key value pairs. We can access them individually. We haven't yet been introduced into looping over dictionaries, so let's go ahead and print them out with a little bit more robust accessing. To do this, let's use our print statement and, like typical, insert an F string. Let's say that the variable keyword has a definition of glossary with a key of variable. This will access the value at that key in glossary. So in glossary with the key of variable, what is that value? A name, storage location, blah, blah, blah. That will be inserted inside of these curly braces, and we'll have a print statement that looks like this. Variable, a name, storage location. We can then go ahead and put a \n at the end of this print call, but within the parentheses, so it's included within the actual print statement, so that a new line is read at the end of any character outputs here. Let's go ahead and duplicate this down and put in here Python. And as you can guess, we're going to put that into here. Let's go ahead and go down one more. We have loop. So we have loop will go here for a key of loop. Again, this is accessing the value at the glossary dictionary keyword loop and inserting that value into this F string. Let's go ahead and duplicate this down. We have methods and methods here. And we have function. We have function here. These keys are case sensitive, so make sure you put in the appropriate casing. If we go ahead and run this program, as you can see, we get all 5 outputs with new lines at the end of each line. All right, this was 6-3 Glossary of Python Crash Course. Try it yourself. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you guys in 6-4.